In previous episodes of DriveSims Academy, we talked about the racer's mindset and using proper techniques while driving, which on their own are very broad concepts. While driving a car is a fairly approachable thing to do, racing vehicles at high speed is an entirely separate skill set and requires a unique approach. So let's break down the science of cornering fast and give you the tools to be quick for your sessions here at DriveSims. If you're ready to get the edge on your opponents, then let's get locked in for today's video. If you're new to sim racing or racing theory, there will be some concepts in this video that I want you to come back to. You don't need to master everything we cover right away, but we'll show visual examples to demonstrate each topic and explain how it will all work. Remember that going fast is a learning process, whether you are a beginner or a professional racer. Don't beat yourself up for making mistakes, but ask yourself what you can do to go faster every race, every lap, and every corner if you want to see improvement. If you're familiar with the driving line, you know it can be great to learn new tracks, show you where to slow down for turns, and indicate where to place the car. But what exactly is it based on? The thinking behind any ideal racing line is, in essence, the idea of slow in, fast out. Slow on the way into the corner, and faster on the way out of the corner. Your tires have a limited amount of grip at all times, so if you ask them to do too much steering, braking, or acceleration at one time, the car won't be able to stay on track, either understeering or oversteering off the track surface. Generally, this effect is multiplied depending on the speed of the vehicle. The faster you go means there are more G-forces that the tire grip has to work against. But if you slow the car down, it is easier to turn the car with less steering input. If you can slow down the car quickly in a straight line before the turn, you then have less work to do to get through the corner, and you can speed up more on the way out to get more straight line speed on the following section of the track. This is why you will hear racing instructors referring to a slow in, fast out approach to cornering. The trick to this is to find the optimal braking point to use all the grip the car has through the entire corner. This means you don't slow down for too long on the way into the corner, carry a good minimum speed through the slowest point as you rotate the car, and accelerate out of the turn without spinning or going off course. For most corners, we obviously want to go as fast as possible if we're trying to set the fastest laps or to win a race. So we know there's a limited amount of grip, and we want to carry the maximum amount of speed we can through a turn using the slow in, fast out approach. But if you can make the corner less sharp, then you don't have to turn as much and can carry more speed through the turn, right? This is the idea behind the out-in outline in racing. You are trying to give the corner as wide of a radius as possible so you can carry more speed all the way through. So when you get ready to slow down before the corner, position the car as close as you can to the outside edge of the track and turn after braking so that you go all the way from that outside edge to the innermost point of the center of the corner. This is called the corner apex, and this takes you to the end part of the out-in outline. Typically by now, you can begin to accelerate out of the turn, and since you'll be using some of the tire's grip to speed up, the car should naturally go all the way back to the outside edge of the corner. You'll have completed the out-in outline, and you can power down the next straight with the additional speed that you gain by widening the corner and using the slow in, fast out technique to get on power earlier. This is the line of thinking for most of the corners you'll find on a standard racetrack, and while there are sequences of turns that don't follow these rules, often called corner complexes, this is usually the go-to method to dissect a corner into three basic parts. Entry, starting from the outside as the car starts to rotate in, mid-corner, heading to the inside as the rotation peaks, and exit, heading to the outside again with less rotation. Rotation is the difference between the direction the car is pointed and the direction of travel, also called the yaw angle. Let's review what we've learned so far. We want to slow down in a straight line, get the car all the way from the outside to the apex, and get on the power to go back to the outside by the end of the turn. But if we can turn and speed up at the same time, why not turn and brake as well? The brakes are one of the most powerful tools you have as a driver, and unfortunately, there is not enough tire grip to use all of the braking and turning power at the same time. But the key word here is all. It takes practice, but if you can go from peak brake pressure and gradually work your way down to zero, instead of instantly releasing the brake pedal, you can slow down quickly and free up some tire grip for turning. This phenomenon is called trail braking, as you trail off the brake to start turning in, And it is important because it can allow you to control the amount of turning grip more precisely, and in some cases, even allow you to carry more entry speed. We can see on the example with trail braking that the car charges into the corner more, but seems to be capable of more rotation overall. That is because I'm getting more weight on the top of the front tires, which is giving them more grip than the rear tires, and allowing the car an opportunity to turn more aggressively. Because we are manipulating the grip to our advantage, this has a huge effect on higher minimum speed, while still getting us a good exit out of the corner, which gains tons of time. I hope you guys have learned a lot, but if you have any questions or ideas for more videos in the series, let us know in the comments. We also offer driver coaching services for car control, track driving, racecraft, and drifting, so make sure to go to our website and contact us to set up an appointment so you can have an even more immersive driving experience. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you all out on the track.